Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever landed on a broken page on your WordPress site and thought, ugh, this 404 page is so boring? Well, today we're going to fix that. I'm going to show you how to create a totally custom, super engaging 404 error page using the JupyterX theme. We'll be diving into the layout builder, using Elementor to design the page, and then setting the display conditions so it shows up whenever someone hits a dead link on your site. And if you're new here, JupyterX is an all-in-one Elementor-based WordPress theme, trusted by over 200,000 users. It replaces Elementor Pro with built-in tools, includes 450-plus ready-made websites, and comes with a one-time payment instead of recurring fees. Let's jump in. Alright, let's start by heading over to the Layout Builder tab in the JupyterX dashboard, which you can also access from the WordPress admin area. This is where all the magic happens for creating custom layouts in JupyterX. Now let's select Single from the Layout Builder options. Okay, we're now in the Single Layout section, which allows us to customize the layout for individual pages on our site. In this case, we're focusing on the 404 page. Let's add a new one. Now let's name our new layout. Then, I'll click Create to generate a new layout with the name 404. This action brings us to the Elementor editor, where we can start designing our custom 404 page. For new template pages, a modal opens by default, letting us browse JupyterX's ready-made blocks and import one if we like. This library has been categorized for different usages. Let's check out the 404 page demo blocks. I'll now select the 404 page category in the library to find pre-designed 404 page templates. We have the option to choose one of these pre-designed layouts, or if you're feeling super creative, you can build your 404 page completely from scratch. Alright, so I'm just going to close out of the library for now so we can actually build one from scratch. If you want to remove the header and footer from your 404 page, you can change the layout's template to Elementor Canvas. So let's click on the Settings cog icon down here to get to those options. From the drop-down menu here, I'll select Elementor Canvas. Now, let's drag the image widget onto the canvas. Next up, I'll click on the Choose Image button. This opens the Media Selection modal, where we can select our desired image from the library. I'm going to click in the Search Media field to find and insert the image I want. Now let's add a heading to our 404 page, so I'll click the Add Elements icon here, opening up the Elements panel. Now let's drag the heading widget onto the canvas. The heading widget is now in place, and we can see the left panel now displays all the controls for the heading widget. I'll type my desired heading here. Now I'm typing, "Oops, page not found," in the title input field. Now let's add a button, so I'll begin by clicking the Add Elements icon here, opening the Elements panel. Now let's drag the button widget onto the canvas. The button widget is now in place, and as you can see, the left panel now displays all the controls for the button widget. I'll now click the Dynamic Tags icon right here to open a drop-down menu. Now I'll scroll down to the Site section in the drop-down menu. I'll select the Site URL option here. Now I'm going to change this button's label. I'm now typing Go to Homepage in the text input field. Now let's tweak the alignment of the elements on our custom 404 page so they're centered on the screen. I'm going to click the Edit Container button here. First, I'm going to change our container's minimum height to 100 viewport height. I'll now click the PX unit selector to switch it to viewport height. Now I'm typing 100 into the min height input field to set a value of 100 viewport height. I'm now going to justify the content to the center of the container by clicking the Center Justify option. Next, I'll click the Center option for aligning items, centering elements evenly within the container. Now let's click Publish to set the display conditions for our template, determining when and where our custom 404 page will be displayed. This action opens up the JupyterX's Conditions panel, where we can specify exactly when and where we want this template to appear on our site. Now let's click Add Condition. This option allows us to define the specific conditions that will trigger the display of our custom 404 page. Since a custom 404 page is a single page, I'll select Singular from the drop-down menu. This lets us target specific single pages or post types. Now let's click the drop-down menu to select the specific type of singular page we want to target. Now, I'm going to select Not Found 404. This selection ensures that our custom layout is displayed specifically when a user encounters a 404 error on our site. Now that we've set our display conditions to target the 404 page, let's click Save and Close to finalize our settings. Our display conditions are now saved, and our custom 404 page is ready to be displayed whenever someone lands on a broken link on our site. And that's it. You've now got a fantastic custom 404 page that's way more helpful and way less boring than the default. Remember, a little bit of customization can make a big difference in user experience. Thanks for watching, and I hope this video helped you take your JupyterX website to the next level. Now go out there and create something amazing.